Alright, we've got the Walker's Raptor Bone Conduction Hearing Enhancement and Protection today. Comes in a nice little box. How these work is you basically, put it around the back of your neck, if you can see right here, and it will loop over your ear. And what this does is it works on the little bones right in there, and it conducts through your bones, and you can hear it. And you can hear really well, actually. It works pretty good. This is the first pair of bone conduction anything I've owned, and it works pretty well. Now, for the hearing protection, you do have to wear your earplugs. And I'm going to throw a couple pictures up of them sitting on my head. I will throw them up here in just a second, but this is the correct way to wear them. Naturally, with my ears, this will actually sit here, and here's a picture of how it sits naturally on my head. Now, what you have to do is you have to kind of take them and adjust them back. So you'll take them and just kind of basically just tilt it a little bit, pull back down on this part, so it will actually hit your temple in here, so it will actually conduct. You can hear them down here, but you can hear it a lot better up here, so you are going to have to adjust that. And it tells you, it's a nice little box, and it tells you everything that's going on. They do have an app that comes along with it, and here's the actual bone conduction setup. It has right here, I don't know if you can see, but this is a button, and you will push it and it will come on. I just felt it come on. I could feel the vibration through my finger, and what it does is it says Walker's and does a little chime, and when you cut it off, and there it goes, it just went again, it just cut off, it says Walker's again, and does a different chime. So it has like a higher pitched chime coming in, and then it has a lower pitched chime going out, so that way you know it's on and off. It is Bluetooth. It Bluetooths pretty easy to the phone. It's not bad to Bluetooth. In fact, usually when I cut it on and I have my phone right there with me, it'll say Walker's and its little chime, and within a couple seconds it'll say connected. So it does connect very easily. They sent some earplugs with them. I believe these are the 30 or 33 decibel black earplugs. I wear 33 decibel earplugs. They're rated at 33 decibel. Whether they're actually 33 or not, who knows. But I'm pretty sure right now the foamies 33 to 35 is about it, and it's hard to find the 35, or it is for me, so I just pick up the 33s. And I did a test. I have a private indoor shooting range, so what I did is I did a test. I put my foamies in, put my Walkers on. It did shut out every single time, no problem, so then I pulled them off to make sure it was shutting out, and it was the exact same thing. It felt the same with just the foamies or while wearing the Walkers. I could hear my students while we were doing some shooting. I teach concealed weapons classes and allow them to use my shooting range. But it was very easy to hear. Now I do turn it all the way up, as loud as it will go to hear them talking, and that's right. That's the right sound for me. But I could hear them very clearly, and I could, and it did muffle the sound. So there was no feedback or anything while I was shooting, which was a good thing. So they, as far as that, they work really well. As far as playing music, they will. They Bluetooth in and it plays music. Now I don't own a set of fancy earmuffs or earplugs. I don't own any of the nice stuff. Only thing I've ever really owned is the the ones that come with your iPhone. I have those, and then I've had the Walker's ear muffs that you put on that are Bluetooth. I've had those, and that the sound there is comparable. So it's probably not the best in the world, but for what I listen to. And what I do, it works perfectly. So there's no complaints there to me for that. However, if you're looking for something that's got the best audio quality with the best bass, this is not that. This is something that you can play your tunes, you can hear them, you can actually, they work really well. You can hear your tunes while talking to somebody. So I typically keep them turn pretty low, just where I can just hear the tunes coming through. And then when somebody starts talking to me, I can hear them clearly. So I keep that part turned all the way up, and then I will have the radio part, or the iPhone Bluetooth in part, turned all the way down, or just to where I can hear it, where it's comfortably hearing but not too loud. I don't listen to loud music, so if that's what you're looking for, this probably isn't them. But for something you can listen to your music, hear the people talking, and it will shut out the gunshots, this is a good choice. I think they're running right now. I bought them on sale. I will be honest, I bought them on sale when they were $75. Right now I believe they're pushing $300. The $75, I was fine with buying them. Would I have purchased them in the first place at $300? I don't know. Would I purchase them again at $300? I'm not sure. I would like another set for my wife, but I'm going to hold off to see if they go on sale. I think there's some things they could do to improve them to make them worth $300. One of them is when you're outside and the least little bit of wind comes through, you hear it. It's got that wind noise. It needs better wind cancellation, because it has that whistling wind sound. Now, right now it's cool. Outside, it's January here in South Carolina, so it's a little cool, so I can throw my stocking hat on or my hoodie, and it will cancel that. So all they need is just a little sponge or something in here to cancel out that wind noise, just to muffle it. I think that would be awesome. I also think that this part right here, I think it should be malleable. I think it should adjust. Like you should be able. It should be flexible. So like a hard flex, to where when I put it on, I could pull it in, and it would kind of tighten to my ear, and the back end would sit in like that, and it would be nice and tight on my ear. But it would sit where it's properly sit, and then this part would lay against my neck. It doesn't do that. It kind of sticks out a little bit. But if this was flexible, a hard flex, to where you could flex it and it would stay in place, I think that would be awesome. I think that's an upgrade they need to look for in the future. It has your, of course, your charging port here. It does come with your charging cable. A pretty long one too. I think it's a 3-foot one, so it's longer than most of your other stuff that comes with charging cables. So it's actually decent. It says it lasts 7 hours. I haven't wore them for 7 hours, but for the 4 and 5 hours I have wore them, they've still had quite a bit of battery left. Alright, so I'm going to cut it on. Alright, it just came on. They do have a, alright, so they do have an app. This is your app. It says 78% battery left, and this is your ambient volume adjustment right in here, which is nice. You can cut the ambient mute, you can mute it, you can do auto. Now the one thing I don't like about it, typically when you open this up, you have to turn the auto on and off every time, unless you want to keep it. You've got 2, 4, and 6 hours. I want it off. I want to be in control of it, so I have to come in and turn it off every single time. That's about it with the, it's got your settings. There's not much to the settings, but that's the only thing that it really has. I know a lot of people think it controls the left and right side. It does not. It controls both sides with the app. The app is a little finicky as well. It will not connect sometimes, so you have to close all the way out to connect it. I think they could work on the app. I think it needs some improvements. I would like to see, I don't know that it's possible, I don't know that they have all the hardware in here. Let me cut it off real quick. It will do that kind of like radio hum around each other, and it will get loud as well if you know if you cross them like this with it on, so to where you can actually hear it. But as far as the app, I don't know that they have the hardware in here to control both left and right side on this pair. I would like to see that. That would be something nice. where you could control left and right side, because I personally have what they call shooter's ear, to where I'm right-handed, so my left side I'm losing hearing in my left side more so than my right side, and I'm not young, so it's getting to the point to where my hearing is going to be deteriorating anyway. I'm not super old, but I've been working in loud environments all my life. But yeah, this is a choice that you can look at. Personally, I try to find them on sale, but they amplify, so you can talk to people with the earplugs in your ears, and then when the gunshot goes off, they shut out. Now, I will tell you, the set of Walker's earmuffs that I had, after a full day worth of shooting, they start hurting my ears really, really bad. So I don't like that. These do not. None of this hurts. The only thing you have is the earphones, and it's not hot. You don't get sweaty, which is really nice, because out on those hot, sweaty days, you do get hot and sweaty with the earmuffs. So this is nice. It doesn't hurt my ears at all, and it does shut the sound out, and it does amplify people's voices, and you can also talk on the phone with these. I've only talked on the phone one time, but they seem pretty good. You could hear it really well, and the people on the other end seem to hear it as well. So this is a choice you might want to look at. Again, personally, would I pay $300 for them out of the box right now? No, I would. I don't think I would. $200 probably. So that's a couple of changes that Walkers could make to make them worth $300. Absolutely. But this is a good way to go, especially if you can find them at the $75 I got them from. I would jump on it. In fact, I would order 2 or 3 pairs if they go back to $75. But alright, again, this is the Walker's Raptor Bone Conduction Hearing Enhancement and Protection.